Hello everyone, my name is Toufique Patel and I am going to deliver a seminar on Indian standards. Here is the intro. So basically, I am going to deliver a seminar on Indian standards, specifically Indian Standard 1652 of 1991, which is all about stationary cells, batteries, lead acid type with plenty positive plates. So the contents are introduction, scope, terminology, ratings and designation, constructional requirements, capacities and dimensions, marking, packing, manual and instructions, conditions of supply, general requirements for test and conclusion. So introduction. This standard was adopted by the Bureau of Indian Standards after the draft finalized by the Standard Cells and Batteries Sectional Committee had been approved by the Electrotechnical Division Council. This standard was published in 1960, superseding the IS 541 of 1954. The standard prescribed the dimensions, capacities, and performance requirements of stationary cells and batteries of lead acid type with per plenty positive plates. For preparation of these standards, assistance assistance was derived from BS 440 of 1958, which states stationary batteries, lead acid, plenty positive plates for general electric purposes, issued by the British Standard Institution. Scope. This standard specifies rated ampere hour capacities, overall dimensions, performance requirements, and tests for high discharge performance stationary lead acid types, cells, and batteries using plant positive plates. So, terminology. First is high discharge performance cells. The cells containing pure lead plenty plates of lamel type with pasted type negative plates. Second is type test. Tests carried out to prove conformity with the requirements of the standard. These are intended to prove the general quality of and design of a given type of battery. Acceptance tests. Tests carried out on a sample selected from a lot for the purpose of verifying the acceptability of the lot. So lot here means all batteries of the same type of design and ratings manufactured by the same factory during the same period using the same process and materials offered for inspection at a time shall constitute a lot. So ratings and designations. First is ampere hour rating. The ampere hour rating shall be capacity expressed in ampere hours stated by the manufacturer to be obtainable when the cell is discharged at 10-hour rate to a final voltage of 1.85 volt. So you can clearly see in the picture. Next is designation of cells. Cells shall be designated by the letter P for plenty, followed by the standard rating of the cell, a letter indicating the type of the cell container, a hyphen, and the letters HDP for high discharge requirements. The following will be used to indicate container types: G for glass, H for hard rubber, P for plastics, W for wood lead line wood, F for fiber reinforced plastics FRP. So examples. First is P40P-HDP designates high discharge performance plenty type stationary cells of 40 ampere hour capacity in a plastic container. Second one is P2000 WHDP designates a higher discharge performance cell of 2000 ampere hour capacity in a lead lined wood box. Construction requirements. First is containers. Containers shall be made of hard rubber, glass, lead line wood, plastics, or fiber reinforced plastics. Hard rubber and plastics containers shall be conformed to IS 1146 of 1984. Glass containers shall be sufficiently robust, transparent, and free from flaws. Cell lids. So, cell lid you can see the left to it. Cell lids. Used uh, are the lids used with sealed or closed type cells shall be of glass, plastics, or ebonite and shall be provided with the vent plugs. Venting devices. The venting device shall be of anti-splash type with more than one exit hole and shall allow gases to ex, escape freely but shall effectively prevent acid particles or spray from coming out. Sealing compound. Sealing compound when used in sealed or closed cells if bitumen based shall conform to IS 3116 of 1965. So plates. There are two types of plates. First is positive plate. Plant, Promptly positive plate shall be of pure lead lamel type with planty formation. Second is negative plate. The plate shall be of pasted construction and of good workmanship. Separators. Separators shall conform to IS 6071 of 1986. Terminal posts. Positive and negative terminal posts where provided of cells shall be clearly and unmistakably identifiable. The positive terminal shall be marked with red color in addition to the plus marking. So here we can see all the parts. So first one is grid, micro porous separator, positive plate plaque, positive cell connection, electrolyte tightening seal ring, valves, negative cell connections, casings, terminals, negative plate pack, negative pole, negative plate, positive plates, and next one is fasteners. Bolts, nuts, and washers for connecting the cells shall be effectively lead coated to prevent corrosion. Connectors. Separate lead coated copper or aluminum connectors of suitable size shall be provided to join the cells. In such cases, the coating shall be of adequate tenacious. Electrolyte. The sulfuric acid and water used for preparing electrolyte of the cells. And last is spray arrestor. This may be of glass sheet and of at least 3 mm thick or outside plastics and sheet and shall be adequately supported. So capacities and dimensions. The capacities and dimensions are explained in table number 1. So here is this. So here you can see all the data. First column is of capacities of 10 hour rate. Next is of overall dimensions in that length, width, height. All the all the dimensions are in millimeters. And now marking. The following information shall be indelibly and durably marked on the outside of the cell. First is indicating the source of manufacturer. Second is ampere hour capacity of 10 hour rate. Third is upper and lower electrode level in case of transparent containers. Fourth is year of manufacture and country of origin. Packing. Now, the cells shall be suitably packed so as to avoid any loss or damage during transit. Manual and instructions. The manufacturer shall supply one copy of instructions of manual for initial treatment and routine maintenance during service with every batch of batteries. The following information shall be provided on the instruction cards. First, designation of cell and battery. Second, ampere hour capacity. Third, nominal voltage. Fourth, manufacturer's instructions for filling initial charging. Fifth is normal and finishing charging rates. Sixth is maintenance instructions. Conditions of supply. To facilitate procurement of correct type of stationary cells, it is recommended that the user should furnish information regarding his requirements as given in Annexure B. At the time of inquiry or order similarly, the manufacturer should furnish the information given in Annexure C. Other conditions of supply shall be subject to agreement between the purchaser and the supplier. Now, general requirements for test. First one is temperature for test. The temperature for test shall be within the limits of 160 degrees centigrade to 38 degrees centigrade. Second one is specific gravity. Specific gravity shall be 1.2 plus 0.05 corrected to 27 degrees centigrade. The temperature corrections made as follows. For each 1 degree Celsius above 27 degrees centigrade, 0.0007 to be added to the observed reading. And for each 1 degree Celsius below 27 degrees centigrade, 0.0007 to be subtracted from the observed reading. Test equipments. The voltmeter, ammeter, thermometers, hydrometers used for the test shall comply with the requirements of IS 8320 of 1982, which is stationary batteries lead acid type with pasted positive plates specifications. So classifications of test. There are two types of test: type tests and acceptance tests. Type tests. Type test in this first come verification of construction requirements. Second, verification of markings. Third, verification of dimensions. Fourth, test of for capacity test for voltage during discharge. Fifth is ampere hour test and watt hour efficiency test. Sixth is test for retention of charge. Seven is endurance test. Now acceptance test. First one is verification of marking. Second one is verification of dimensions. Third is test for capacity. Fourth is test for voltage during discharge. So conclusion. So this standard is all about stationary cells and batteries. This standard specifies rated ampere hour capacities and overall dimensions, performance requirements, and tests for high discharge performance, stationary lead acid cells and batteries using plenty positive plates. So here is the end. Thank you.